Hi, I'm Ron Anderson with the Lean DevOps at EMC team. Lean DevOps at EMC is focused on helping our customers optimize their application portfolio's software development lifecycle by transforming people, process, and technology in order to increase revenue, reduce cost, reduce risk, and ultimately increase agility. A typical software development lifecycle looks like this. Typically, an idea originates from the business that's then turned into requirements. Those requirements are then sent to the application development team who develop against those requirements and do unit testing. Then the application moves into integration, where different components of the application are integrated together and also possibly integrated with external systems. After that, it moves into quality assurance, or QA. QA ensures that the requirements that were created are actually being met by the developed code. After that, the application moves into production, where hopefully it increases revenue or reduces costs for the business. Lean DevOps at EMC solves production problems. Now, what do I mean by production problems? Production problems could be functionality that does not meet the customer requirements. It could mean performance issues with applications that are delivered into production. And in extreme cases, it could actually mean downtime for the system. There are three main reasons why we have production problems. The first reason is that test does not equal production. So developers are developing in an environment that looks a certain way, but when the application is actually delivered into production, the environment is very different. Thus, there are a lot of changes that need to occur in the environment in order to get to production. The next issue is that a lot of customers have manual testing throughout the software development lifecycle. Manual testing can occur here at development and test. It can also occur at integration and at QA, or quality assurance. When we have manual testing, there's a tendency to actually skip over tests or actually not be able to accurately test the system in order to make sure that the functionality is the way it should be and there are no regressions that have been introduced into the system. A third reason is that a lot of our customers have a large number of changes that they're trying to put through the system at one time. So with so many changes, there are a lot of moving parts and a lot of opportunity to actually introduce errors into the system. Thus, when the application finally gets into production, all these moving parts can cause some problems with the application in production. So, how can EMC help solve this problem or these problems? First, we can ensure that the test environment and integration in QA all match production. So instead of having a different look in dev and test, we'll actually ensure that the application looks the same as production. We do this by taking production, making everything configurable, storing it in a repository, and then generating these environments in the software development lifecycle stages. The next area is that we can automate all of the testing of the system. So instead of doing manual unit testing, we can automate this process. We can also automate integration testing and QA testing. A benefit of this is that bugs that are found early in the system can be addressed right away rather than making their way all the way to production. The third way is that we recommend having smaller batch sizes. So instead of having a large number of changes, we actually recommend smaller number of changes that can move through into production. This also provides another benefit in that you can actually release faster. So instead of a 6 months to a year release cycle, some customers can even release daily or weekly or every 2 weeks. This also has a benefit of allowing us to monetize the changes that are made for the market and also to get feedback for a next version of the application. So we reduce cycle time for getting applications into production. So EMC can help with production problems by ensuring that all environments are consistent and look the same, by automating all the testing process and finding errors right when they occur rather than downstream, and also by having smaller release cycles, smaller changes, so we can get to market quicker and provide faster feedback to the business.